Okay, so just eyeball-wise, your tempo is really, it's
quick.
Too quick.
Okay.
Because that's part of, you're sensing that you haven't turned back from the ball enough. And part of the reason is you get it here and then you rush it down instead of, the idea is to say Ernie L's and or Freddie Couple, so you have that tempo in mind, but also it gives you a cadence. I would think of getting your butt up higher and straightening this curve out. You and I have been at a desk too long. We'll never get rid of this curve. But see how that's curved too? So more of feel like your butt's up high, and that'll flatten out. Just give you better lines. But it's not causing any trauma. It's just a way of cleaning it up. So. The club gets here, and it's a little shut. But if I remember right, I mean you're on plane, so you get over that. Being shut just means that there hasn't been enough form rotation, and it defines the plane, to be honest. But you usually get over that. But here's something: the thing, clubs move. It's now parallel to the ground. The good guys, their shoulder, it's really shoulder driven. So when they're in that position, I mean that left shoulder is turned more than yours. So it's almost like you're picking it up with your hands a bit. Nothing major. In other words, it's the small muscles driving the back swing as opposed to the back swing. Then what happened here? I draw that X one. Oh, that's interesting. Huh. You're over the ball. Before you start, look at the X. Your ear comes back 2 inches before you even start. Interesting. It has something to do with a toe hit, huh? Let's see where you come down at impact. So then you come here, you got your chin. Your shoulder bumps into your chin, then you have to lift it so it's back, then you had to move the center of your head up. But, the good news is, this is what I remember. I mean, you're all on plane. As you come down, now your ear gets pretty close to where it started. But there's a lot of motion. And you have to time it exactly. In other words, like sometimes your ear may come further than that, maybe it doesn't move, and then you have to do a compensating move to get it back to the same spot. And tough to time and to get precise. And then when you come through here, club's a little outside your hand, so this is set up for a little pull action. And then when you come, yeah, and yeah. But see, now when you come back, you got a good spine angle here. See the spine angle? This is nice. I'd like to see that lower back straighter, but pretty good spine angle. When you come back, we got some head movement, and when you come through to hit, butt comes away from the wall, and look at the spine angle at impact. So we've got some force coming up, standing up, instead of going right down. So this is now that's roughly your new spine angle at impact. The green is your impact spine angle. And then you come through on plane. So there's this action coming through impact. the lift and flip, it's more vertical than rotational, and you need rotation to get distance and.
So I'm not staying down long enough then? Is that what
Yeah, exactly. You're right. Now, let's see. Okay, I mean, I could show you a pro, but trust me, I mean, their butts against the back wall, their ear hole is about there. When they come in, they squat down, it may drop, but when they, at impact, it's like this. And because your belt's going towards the ball at impact, you can't clear that hip. See, at impact, the good guys, you can see their left cheek there and their right cheek here, double cheek at impact. So you have just an upper body swing. Now, I have this on my little phone here. Let's see. The head turn is great. I like that. It gets it out of the way. See, clubs move quite a bit, and that shoulder is hardly moved. Now it starts to bump in your chin, and watch your head rise. Head goes up.
Yeah.
And at this point, you really aren't set. And when you rush it, you go here, and it never gets 90 degrees. So the good guys, in the old days, they used to have a late set. Now, like Norman, Woods even started with a late set. Now, when this is parallel to the ground, they're 90 degrees. So from this point, all they do is rock their shoulders. So a little late set, and your grip's okay. Sometimes if people get it up their palm, they won't set their wrist, but your grip looks fine. So then what happens here? So that's the top of your backswing. So you can still see that back shoulder, but here's that knee. That knee is going the opposite way, right? So
knees go towards my right.
Yeah, you're right. So the classic example is VJ. I mean, he collapsed that even when he's young. So he collapses it here, and then you've got this thing going. See, that restricts it. Now, if I collapse it, look at my hands. I just keep going.
Yeah.
So the whole collapse, the whole turn issue is, I think, is on timing and also